What's going on, YouTube family? This is Astinosis here, coming at you with another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. Today, we are going to discuss the latest community stream recap. I'm joined by my good friends and brothers, Delirobia and Brother Hamslam.
Good day, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
So, we're going to unpack this stream. We'll be doing it kind of like as we've done it before. Sometimes I do these by myself, and then when I have friends joining me, then we kind of do it sort of podcast style to a degree. So we're gonna go ahead and unpack what we got on the stream. You guys pumped for what's coming this month?
I'm pumped for one thing in particular, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Fair enough. So first off, we got some quality of life additions. At first I was a little confused by this host guest either, honestly, but then when you think about it, if it's searching both for you, it kind of saves you time, because sometimes you get stuck, like you're like, oh, let me host, but then there's nobody looking, or oh, let me be a guest in somebody else's room, but then nobody's hosting, so it wastes your time and it wastes your book. How do you guys feel?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is like, especially when you're on a book, I could see this being helpful. I mean, if you got the bells to spare, chances are if you're popping a book, you want the artifacts anyway, more often than not. So this is, it's a simple thing, and yet I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I feel like, if you're trying to run some co-ops, I mean, the only risk here that I could see is if you end up in a team where there's people that aren't boosted, then you run the risk of... Oh, wait. Never mind. You should still be able to choose between just for fun or boosted, so never mind.
Yes,
never mind.
I believe that's true, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the token exchange related thing, I kind of like this because my stupid ass, once upon a time, bought a 35 CP armor that I did not need. So... I think that's a welcome change, like just guarantee that you're not going to purchase or be viewing anything that you already have.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, actually.
Great for new and older players alike, mind you.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a small thing, but it's like something that you don't realize, like, oh, that could be, save my ass. Like, for me, it hasn't been as big of an issue because when you get the bundles, you get armor tokens, but not everybody does that, so... if they accidentally buy something, you only get one refund in this game. So it's like, what are you going to use it on? Probably something important. So moving forward, we already knew this was coming. For whatever reason, they didn't announce it last time, but because of the timing of the stream, we know that Hope is gonna be here. And Jesus, this is what, the 6th banner that Ultimecia has been on?
5th or 6th, one of the two.
Yeah, she's had a lot of time, a lot of airtime, and first multi-draw is free. Everybody loves a free multi-draw. Let me back up real quick. One of the things that I wanted to mention that was covered on the stream, just to reiterate, and I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth, but the fact that Josh had to speak up about Vincent just shows how badly that our community showed our ass, in my opinion, and that's not even just my own opinion. Realistically, that is objectively true. Let me try and figure out how to objectively phrase this. Like, Vincent is not a terrible unit. He has his strengths, he has his weaknesses. Are there going to be fights that you can't use him for? Yes, but guess what? That is how it works for literally every character in this game. They have released characters that were badass, and then an upcoming event, boom, slap them in the face, you can't use them. It's just the way it is. They're trying to get you to diversify your roster, they're trying to build up hype around new characters, they're trying to get more people to pull, and we don't know what's going to happen. He said that there may or may not be changes, we don't know. So all we do know for a fact is that Square Enix has been taking all the feedback into consideration, so we'll see what happens from there. But
I'm probably about to open a can of worms, and quite frankly, I don't care, so I apologize in advance, brother.
Okay.
But I want to say my piece on this now that you've given me the opportunity.
Yeah.
Look, everyone, they don't have to do this. They don't have to give us anything. They do because they want us to enjoy ourselves, and they want us to be able to enjoy the anniversary, and they're thanking us in their own way for playing their game. Because without us, the community, they don't have a game, and without a game, we don't have anything to enjoy. But that doesn't mean that they have to give us the most broken stuff alive. Because the couple of times they done that, a lot of us, we would be satisfied. The first thing I think about is Aranea and how she broke Chaos in half for months.
Mm-hmm.
But then people just weren't satisfied anymore. It was never enough. So, you know what, everyone? And I obviously don't mean everyone, because there's been a lot of people I've seen in various Discords and I've enjoyed it. My brother here even has a run of DE20 using the quote-unquote sucky characters. So don't sit here and tell me, or anyone for that matter, that they're not usable, that they're no good. There are uses for everyone. Every last one of them. And everyone gets their time. And another thing, in regards to Vincent in particular, look, we don't have the LD boards, so just imagine what he's gonna be when he finally does get them. It's just something I just wish this was something that the community as a whole would think about. And honestly, I worded that wrong when I just said that, because not the entire community isn't upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
Many of us, myself highly included, were happy to finally get him. I pitied his butt, and I was thrilled to do it. Which might sound weird to some people, but you know what? When you want someone bad enough, you'll do it.
If you're happy, you're happy.
Yep. My apologies for the rant, but I wasn't going to say a thing until you brought it up, and
it's important to talk about.
I felt the blood boil when you said that, so I was like, okay, I got to get this out now.
Yeah, I mean, just like there's going to be characters that we're not going to be able to use hope on. Magic resist, Imperil resists. Yes, the timing was not great, but there will be opportunities to use him. And for me, I'm happy that I luck-sacked. I was willing to go fairly deep because Vincent is tied for second character for Final Fantasy VII for me after Tifa. So yeah, let's not spend any more time dredging that up. We know that hey, we get Hope's LD. He's going to be the first character, I think only character, to just straight up imperil magic.
To this day, even in Japan, he is the only one that does a magic imperil.
Yeah. And of course, as we already said, free multi-draw, so that's pretty fucking hype. Boss rush. And then upcoming after that, we have the release of Onion Knight's Burst and the upcoming story. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty hyped for this upcoming story. I really, really love this game. I've talked about this before. There's a reason why this game has captured me as it has. The story is amazing. It allows me, going back to all these games that I played growing up, to experience more. Because often I was left feeling like I just want more of these characters. I want more of the story, and this game gives that. It gives us the opportunity to see some of our favorite characters, to experience new things and interact with our other favorite characters. I'm super excited to see what comes for Onion Knight's story. And yeah, I mean, spoilers. Well, I won't say too much, but yeah, in the future on JP, there's expected to be even more cool shit coming for Final Fantasy III. So that's some hype shit. And you got his limited time gem and costume bundle. If I do recall correctly, they did say that we do get free multi-draws. On the next slide, time limited events. I'm kind of curious what these other bonuses are, though. I don't think they talked about it, but they did say, okay, you get a free first multi-draw, 10 plus, and other fabulous bonuses. Not really sure what they're referring to with that. I don't know. What do you guys think?
All I know,
you think it's going to be a surprise?
All I know is this: welcome to yet another hell month for resources.
Yeah. God. And of course, more Mochoco panel missions.
I don't know if it'll be another GL LD first. Maybe we get an early rework for somebody. I don't know.
I mean, anything is possible.
Doubt that.
I don't think it's going to be another global first. I mean, then again, they trolled us last time.
Then again, we didn't expect to get Vincent, but you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they decided not to do anything because of the reception of Vincent.
Yeah, and realistically, if they were planning to give us something and decided not to, now we only have ourselves to blame. Let's see. Moving forward, we have 9 million downloads campaign. What's that?
I was just gonna say, but then again, that was just speculation. Don't hold us to the fire on that previous statement.
I'm just looking at it what other bonuses are they talking about here? And then regarding 9 million downloads, like it just shows this game. I still find it weird that it's not quite as popular as Brave Exvius, but like I don't know. We clearly have a great community, and 9 million downloads is nothing to sniff at. And because of that, we're getting a login bonus of 9,000 gems total. Just make sure
Still
you log
growing,
in.
baby.
Hell yeah. Log in any 8 days, earn your 9,000 gems. Make sure that you do so between March 1st and March 12th, or you're going to miss out on those 9,000 gems, or part of those gems. And then another nice thing here is New World hunts. So up to 99 draw tickets. That's what's up.
Yes.
I love tickets. I mean, some people are ticket capped, myself not included.
I'm in recovery mode pretty much, so this is nice.
I'm currently capped, but knowing that there's more coming, I mean, why not use them? Why not use some, you know?
Yeah, like it's a recovery mode for me, but some upcoming banners have my eyes, so recovery mode not for long.
Yeah, like every banner this month has my eye virtually.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, looking forward in the JP schedule, the only character that I don't particularly care about is Kadaj, and that's mostly because I'm salty that he's in the game before other beloved characters like Riku and fucking Orlando, and anyway, moving on before I lose my shit. We also know that upcoming awakenings are going to happen, so Onion Knight, Gao, Snow, Saz, Alize, and Cater will be getting their level 80 awakenings, and Gal will finally get that awesome LD board. I am looking forward to this.
Oh yeah.
Gal. And then for newer players, let me call this out for newer players or players that are returning. The World of Illusion support campaign. So these characters will give you super synergy. So be on the lookout for that, because if you're trying to get caught up, because with doing summon boards without bonuses sucks ass.
Oh yeah.
So definitely take advantage of this while you can. And as a reminder, it only takes one super synergy character. So what I like to do is I set up 6 teams in advance, and then the remaining 4 teams are with whoever I deem the fastest for the farm. And from there, you basically make 6 teams. So you put 1 super synergy character with 2 characters that aren't boosted. If you're going to do boosted characters, do it without super synergy. So save those, if that makes sense. Yeah, but this is awesome because it's going to give players, the newer players, the opportunity to grind away at a much faster speed.
We personally know that there have definitely been a lot of new folks that joined during this campaign. First of all, welcome to y'all. Mm-hmm. And second of all, this is great for you. But do note that this is not a permanent thing. This only will last until March the 15th. Yep. So the 6 characters you see there, if you got at least one of them and you want to catch up, this is the time. So, because Asti said it, there's no other way to put it, it speeds it significantly.
Mm-hmm. And then you add Mog Pass to it, and boo! Speaking of which, for you
really
new players,
spiked that.
For you new players, keep in mind that this is I completely forgot about this when I made my new player guide, and I apologize for that. It's just been a while. But every new player gets a free premium Mog Pass to sort of try it out, so to speak. And this would be a perfect time, if you haven't used it yet, to go ahead and do so. Yeah. And, as they say, they're teasing the Divine Rama coming up later this month as well. Or later next month, excuse me. And then moving forward, those of you who know me, you know I got mad love for Final Fantasy IV. I mean, who's that Pokemon? We know it's Sayador. I'm ready for that shit. And I'm also pumped for Arceala. I remember that was actually the very, very first Battle Royale that I had ever hosted. I think we had 8 or 9 people present for that one.
There was a bunch of us.
And back then I wasn't very good at tiling. I'm much better at it now. That was my first soiree, I believe, into Adobe Premiere. But yeah. Onion Knight's going to be on here. We got free multi-draws on each banner. Renoa costume will be back. Oh.
Yeah, here's where a bunch of my tickets are probably going to go. I hope I get it. I hope I don't have to walk away without it, but I'm actually willing to throw quite a lot of tickets for this because RC, she saved my butt countless times when she first came. So I find it's only right that I give her the love she deserves.
Yeah, I got really good use out of Arceala. She helped me out a lot, so.
And
To have her again suitable would be nice.
And also, Sayador is severely underrated. Like, he is a strong character. Now, objectively, does he get power crept? Of course he does. That's literally the name of this game. However, also objectively, he gets far more hate than he deserves. Now, if you aren't hyped for him like I am, I mean, for me, it's a personal bias. I will straight up point that out. It's a personal bias that I am absolutely going to go for him. Would it be smarter to possibly wait till he comes back? I believe it's with Agrius LD. Probably, but fuck the popo. I'm going for him now. You know what I mean?
Spoilers, everybody gets power crept at some point.
Yeah, that's just the name of the game, man.
Welcome to the world of gacha, folks.
And then moving forward, we have the raid event, Devourer of Light. This is when we get a brand new BT and LD banner. And spoilers, maybe not spoilers, but it's absolutely going to be Paladin Cecil.
Here we go! Cecil Paladin!
I'm also extremely pumped to go for Paladin Cecil because he's still used in JP to this day. Still used.
This is a pity. No questions asked. Even if I have to go, well, I don't have to go double, thankfully. But this is 100% a pity for me. There is no question.
Yeah.
This will be like I won't even think twice. If I have to pity it, I won't even be mad. What matters is that I get this dang thing. For those of you not understanding why we're hyped, let's just say what he does is very, 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 very good. We're getting to a point where Brave damage reduction and Brave game reduction are about to start kicking our tails in Lufenia. Cecil directly counters this. So it's huge. It's super huge.
And if I recall correctly, his LD essentially keeps your team alive.
I believe it has HP overflow and all of the other good stuff. I mean, it's nuts what he brings to the table. Just LD alone is insane. But this is going to be one of those rare cases, I don't know how you guys feel about this, where I'm actually going to say even his burst is worth a pity.
Yeah. His burst is absolutely powerful and strong. Like, you can get away with using him just the LD. It has lots of buffs and auras to it. Again, it keeps your party from dying because it essentially gives the same thing that Porum does, among other things. Like, we could break it down further, really, but I mean, that's not really what we're here to do currently. And then for those of you who want Camel Nuts costume, he comes back, and this is also where he gets his LD boards as well, so he's going to be further improved. And I pitied this fucker's LD. I also, oh my god, the amount of resources CamelNet actually took from me is kind of sad. I mean, you think Caius was bad to me, this guy was actually worse. So it kind of sucks.
This is one I vividly remember because I remember I got him essentially for free. So I was like, okay, I get it. You want me to build you, and I don't regret it. Like, I've enjoyed using him when I have, so I'm very happy to see that his LD boards are coming. I'm gonna be one very, very happy man.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I already have his costume. I got his LD obviously, and I will be getting his boards done. Now moving onward, still, Kais LC is coming. You know, it's kind of funny how I pitied this asshole, and I didn't really use him that often. I remember back in the day, and Black Nero did a rant on this, but you know, people were like, oh, if you get Kais, you could skip all these dudes, and that was a hilarious rant video. And yeah, I used him, but not as often as I probably should have. I should have made him put in more work. Maybe if I get his LD, I'm definitely gonna try for it. And again, this is where Paladin Cecil is still going to be featured. I'm unsure how deep I'm willing to go for Kais LD. I don't think he's returned yet. Wait, no, never mind. He does return, if I recall correctly.
He does return. He returns with Lyle.
Yeah, with Lyle. Yeah, okay. And then, oh look, it's the worst Kais has returned. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
You know, but you know dang well the other two folks you have talking to you are going to use the everlasting crap out of him. We don't care that he sucks. For now.
Pretty much.
Like, he doesn't even suck though. It's the sad thing, but
that's the thing.
Man,
but just like Vincent. But you know,
Monkey Boy's gonna return with a vengeance, though. We all know that for sure.
Don't get me started. That's not what this is about.
And then the final content, I believe, for this current stream that we went over is going to
Oh,
be
it's already here.
the release
Oh, man.
of Gabrant's LD, and also the beginning of our next tier of endgame content, Dimensions End Transcendence. Now, if I recall correctly, this is where burst weapons start to become a little bit more valuable, because all you have to do is have at least one burst character in one of your parties, and then everybody gets boosted. And then if I recall correctly, if I understand the way this the Transcendence works, is you create 2 teams of 3, and then for the Reckoning quest, you have to use 3 of the 6 that you put together in a team composition.
Yep, that's
And
what
then-
I understood.
Yeah, I think that's he spent time elaborating on. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's... Oh man, if there was any time the booty cheeks gonna pucker up, this is probably gonna be it. Now,
This is it. This is definitely it. This
Now-
is definitely high tier, good luck, everyone content.
yeah, and realistically, like, we know that JP players have, done their best to give us fair warning. Now, a lot of people take that the wrong way. They tend to be like, oh, well, I had an easy time with this. Well, you also had more time to prepare. The JP players are approaching all of this content blind as fuck.
Blind.
So they don't know what's coming. There's data miners, but they, it does not give them everything that they need. So we are fortunate enough to have seen that content in advance and plan ahead. So we are at an advantage. There's a reason why a lot of us are struggling less with these fights.
Yeah, it's like I've always said, JP end of things, you consider it the beta version of the game, and then we get like the actual release version of it.
Mm-hmm.
They get all the stuff basically tested on them, and we get the more refined stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And
There's a reason why some folks I know like to call us entitled.
yeah,
Yeah,
and they're not wrong.
Yeah.
Majority of our
Yeah.
community is extremely entitled. But make no mistake, these fights are challenging. Wow, I lost my ability to English for a moment.
What is English?
I know, right? English and their rules. But anyway, the point being is take the warnings, the foreshadowings with a grain of salt. Are they still challenging? Yes. People like me, I have every single weapon. I'm at an advantage that I can basically come up with just about any kind of solution to a lot of these fights. As Brother Ham Slam pointed out earlier, people shit on fucking Balthier, people shit on Vincent, people actually called Furion a worst rude. I used all 3 of them in Dimensions End 20. There were no buffs for Balthier to steal, and still he put in the work. So it's all about team composition in this game. So
100%.
when you're approaching Dimensions End Transcendence, if you don't have a diverse roster, eventually you will. If I recall correctly, this is still permanent content. You're only going to miss out on the time-limited awards, which are usually just, 3 tickets, I think it is?
I don't even think there's time limited rewards. I don't believe he announced anything about that.
There may or may not be. So again, I don't put words in my mouth. It might not happen. I don't know. But point being is this is permanent content, so you'll get to it when you get to it. Just don't be like Deli and be stuck at DE 5 or something because he's lazy.
hey, excuse you, it's DE7.
Oh Jesus! You absolutely.
He's actually done some. Wow.
You absolutely have the roster to get through it too. So
I do, but I'm just so lazy.
And you need to do it now while the getting's good for them 70,000 gems. But
Yeah, dude, no kidding. I mean, come on, brother.
you're only
Okay,
shooting
yeah.
yourself in the foot.
Listen, I shot myself in the foot many times through this game and other games. I'm used to it.
Don't be like another brother of ours and wait to the last blasted second. That would be no good.
Oh gosh.
Fair enough.
And then, unfortunately, this stream we did not get to see. What is this cast name? Kego?
No idea.
Kigo? But we did
Sorry.
get to see one of Glacier's cats, Maximus, and he was very squirmy and not very happy to be picked up and on camera. But hey, we got cat stream. That's what we all, live for. And well, that about covers the recap. Do you guys have any final thoughts you want to share?
I got a special shout out I'd like to make. We had heard that Glacie will no longer be a part of the streams in terms of Opera Omnia, not as often anyway. Something about, I didn't quite catch it all, but something about she's got other things she has to go be a part of.
Yeah, she's gonna be focusing on other projects. Like I know she does Romancing Saga Gacha as well, so.
So I just personally, as a member of the community, wanted to wish her nothing but success and well wishes.
Same, Glacy. Good luck to you on your other projects there. Again, she's not leaving Square Enix. They made sure to clarify that she's not leaving the company. She's just going to be focusing her efforts more on other things. So maybe Josh will get another partner, or maybe Josh will be soloing the streams moving forward. We don't know.
Regardless, let's not give Josh a hard time just because you know, he doesn't deserve that.
No, exactly. Josh is awesome. You know, he does what he can for the community, and we appreciate his efforts. So, what about you, Deli? You got any final words?
Nothing that I can think off the top of my head. I've been pretty silent this whole time. Letting you guys take the reins on this. Never really been part of a recap before, so.
Well, I mean, if you got anything to say, now is definitely the time, brother. Speak your mind.
My mind is blank. I've got nothing right now.
Well, I tried. But, my final thoughts, pity Cecil. No questions asked. I'm not even gonna mince words. He's that good, folks. If you need... I can't really explain it. I just... Go. There are so many resources. Rem's website, the Tomberry Troop. Go look at everything that they've said. And go to other servers. Don't just take our word for it. There's a lot of people hyping this guy up. I expect the servers to practically die when he gets released, so prepare yourselves.
To reiterate, again, to this day, there are still fights that Paladin Cecil is still being used, so that should tell you something.
As we speak, he's still being used at times. I mean, come on. That's like 7-8 months out. That's huge.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Anywho, that's going to bring an end to this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, our antics, and, Deli was probably too busy watching lewd stuff to participate.
Don't need to call me out, okay?
That's not cool, man. You should have let us be a part of it anyway, at least.
I know.
I was trying to come up with stuff, but I really couldn't think of anything extra to add in.
Gotta share the wealth, man. Gotta share the wealth. Anywho,
he definitely had some good lewdness.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
All right. Enough. I guess you guys have probably had enough of our thoughtery for today. This is Nasty Asty signing off.
Good night.
Adios.